My name's Jo and this is day 4 of my West Highland Way adventure. I'm usually found on my narrowboat exploring the inland waterways of England and Wales with my husband Michael and my dog George, and that's what most of the videos on this channel are about. This is a new adventure for me and I decided I wanted to film it so that I could look back at it in the future, and I thought that some of our viewers would be interested in watching it too. I'm in Scotland with Lorna, who also has her own YouTube channel which I've linked below. The West Highland Way is a 96-mile trail in Scotland that runs from Milngavie, just north of Glasgow, to Fort William, and we're walking it in 6 days, staying at hotels, hostels and guest houses along the way. Our bags are being delivered to our accommodation each night, which means that we only need to carry our food and water for the day, plus some emergency supplies. So far we've walked almost 52 miles, which means we're over halfway. Today is day 4 of the adventure, and we have just over 15 miles to walk to get to our hotel at the Bridge of Orchy.
So we're leaving our lovely guest house. It's 9 o'clock. Got 15 miles to do today. Lorna is pretty tired after yesterday. I'm tired, but Lorna was quite ill last night and she really struggled on the second half of the walk. So yeah, we were really slow and got here quite late. I'm just going to see how we go today. There is the possibility of getting the train from here to Bridge of Orchy, which she doesn't want to do. And there is a train station halfway along, which we could pick up a train on if we wanted, if we really need to. So we'll just see how we go today. But after arriving in the dark last night, we really didn't get to appreciate this place. So it's nice to see it in the daylight. So wish us luck for today. Just stocked up in the Londis, readjusted our boots after the first 200 metres and about to do the climb back up to rejoin the West Highland Way.
We walked over 22 miles yesterday and we're on the trail for almost 12 hours. We haven't had much time to recover. Today we have a rather gentle by comparison 15 miles to walk, but it's going to start with a 1-mile climb out of the village of Crianlarich back up to the path. We got such a warm welcome at the guest house last night. We were pointed in the direction of food and our boots were dried for us overnight. This morning we've had a good breakfast and a bit of a sleep in.
Oh, the Caledonian sleeper. First mile and a half maybe done, and we're back at the crossroads where we left the West Highland Way yesterday, and it continues up here. So a bit disheartening that we've already walked for half an hour and we haven't made any progress on the West Highland Way, but we're here now, so on we go. And it starts with a hill. Mile and a half, mile and 7/10, mile and 3/4, and we're still climbing. Lorna's doing really well, she's gone ahead a little bit. Well, hopefully it's not going to be climbing all day, because I really struggle with the climbs, even if they're only little.
After the climb, we're rewarded with this view.
So quiet. Must be coming up for 2 miles, and after pretty much up all morning so far, we're now heading down. And we're in this kind of pine forest. Yeah, glad it's a short day today.
Today's walk has got off to a great start. This path is a dream after yesterday's rocky, slippy track.
4 miles done, feeling pretty good. I think it took a little while for my legs to get warmed up. A little twinge in my knee, but I'm trying not to think about it. Just had a lovely chat with some other walkers who were staying in a hostel, not last night, the night before, and the hostel owner very kindly moved their boots in the drying room, but moved them too close to the heat source and the boots melted, so they have a big hole in their boot. But they're limping on, and apparently their foot stayed dry so far. But what a nightmare, 2 days in. So we've been walking mainly through forest, and now we're walking across kind of an open field, and there are hills in every direction. And considering it's October, mid-October in Scotland, we're both walking in just t-shirts. It's so nice when you see a hill and you think you're going to climb it, and then you see an arrow that's taking you not up a hill.
I think from what I've read everywhere, today is mostly walking between hills.
Right. Six miles done, 9 to go, and that last mile was 21 minutes, so we're making a really good time today. So I'm happy. A really pretty lake behind me, and about a mile to the kind of halfway point where we're going to stop and get a drink and some food. And yeah, it's kind of damp today, so it's been drizzling, but it's so warm and refreshing.
We know we're arriving in Tyndrum when we reach this holiday park. Not having Michael with me, I'm missing out on a lot of history, but apparently Tyndrum is built over the battlefield where the MacDougall clan defeated Robert the Bruce. We walk down the main road, which has cafes and restaurants and lots of accommodation options for walkers. It would actually make a great overnight stop. Lorna directs us to the Green Welly, where we're planning to get some supplies.
So we just had a stop at the Green Welly, bought some snacks, bought some food for tomorrow because I don't think there's much more supplies after here. Lorna has just been busy making friends with a doggy, and Gonna walk slowly back to the trail to warm up and then do the other half.
We retrace our steps back to where we left the official West Highland Way route. I've been using an app on my phone to track our time and distances. At the moment I have it set so that every mile it announces our progress. Sometimes I manage to catch the audio while I'm filming.
Distance 8.0 miles. Average pace 30 minutes 33 seconds per mile. Split pace 57 minutes 29 seconds per mile. The current time is 13:22.
Seeing as we've just stopped for half an hour, our average pace today of 30 minutes is pretty good. Plus we only have another 7 or so miles to walk today. It would be great to get to our hotel early, as that means more rest and recovery time for us both.
We've been going for 20 minutes and we're back at the Green Welly. So what we should have done is stayed on the West Highland Way till here and then come off there, but never mind. Last stop for a day and a half, I think.
Yep, there's no more shops until we reach Kinlochleven tomorrow night, 28 miles from here. That was also Lorna's last chance to pick up the train to our accommodation tonight. She was pretty ill last night after yesterday's epic walk, but she's really determined to walk all of today's miles as well.
So we're on the road now, walking through or past the mountain in the valley, and it's pretty stunning, apart from the road, which is quite noisy over there. But I'll take a road over a hill at the moment. So I said I wanted to move away from the road, but that looks like it means I have to go uphill.
I can't get over the views today. They're absolutely breathtaking.
So that was actually a longer mile because it stopped for I don't know how long. Uh, 11 miles, although it's probably 11 and a half because it stopped recording for half a mile. 4 miles to go, I think. And it is 10 to 3 in the afternoon. If you're feeling comfortable at this pace, that's great, but if you need to slow, we can afford it.
I'm happy.
Okay, cool. Actually happy or happy with the pace? Keep an eye on your temperature in the wind.
Yeah.
Cows ahead. There are cows ahead, and Joe is not happy. Look.
Right there.
Huh? You're funny. Miles, probably 13 and a half. Not long to go.
This section of the trail closely follows the line of the West Highland Railway and the main A82 road. The Railway Road and West Highland Way all follow the bottom of the valley. This is a great road and the views are amazing, and it's pretty easy walking right now, but it's a long, long, long road.
Hey. Is that a steam train? We've done about 14 miles, just seen a steam train, which was more exciting than it sounds, and we think we can see the hotel, and if it's not the hotel,
I'm gonna cry.
we're both going to be really disappointed. Question is that white building down there the hotel, or are we about to be really disappointed? Nearly there.
And there it is, the Bridge of Orchy Hotel. We've splashed out a bit on tonight's accommodation, partly because it was the only option here, other than pitching a tent by the river.
So because Lorna wants to leave at dawn tomorrow, before dawn, before it gets light, I thought I'd come down and have a look at the bridge, in the bridge of Orchy.
So that's 15 miles walk today, and it took us 7 hours. We've another very long day tomorrow, so I'm going to make the most of the fact that we're staying in a lovely hotel and especially enjoy that our ensuite has got a bath.